Good morning, good morning, good morning. Come on in, come on in. Good morning, Chainbreakers. Glad to have you here today. Going to take a quick little look in here and see what we can do to get some things shared out so that Facebook can go out and find my people. Come on in. We're going to have a great day today. There we go. There it is. So get this shared out. And well, good morning, Jeremy George, and good morning, Chainbreakers. Glad to have you here today. Come on in. Today is Monday, October the 14th, 2019, and this is going to be another fantastic day because that's the way I choose for my day to be. Hi, I'm Brad Smith. I am your host for Chainbreakers 365 Live and the creator of hashtag Uplift and Rise, and I want to welcome you here today. We've got kind of a neat little topic today. So, a lot of things we talk about when we set goals, when we have ourselves focused on what we want in life. What my question is, and the topic for today is, are you leading a balanced life? So we've got goals, or we should have goals, but what we need to do is take a look at where we are in our lives in several different areas. Because if you write down every day, like I do, and like I've talked about on here, and write your things that you are grateful for every day, then you see on there every single day what is important to you, because that's where your gratitude is. But there are lots of areas of our lives. Maybe it's our work, our careers, maybe it's our finances, maybe it's health and fitness, maybe it's in our social life. Maybe it's in our family life, right? Maybe it's in our spiritual life. Maybe it's in education and growth. So a lot of what I'm talking about today is a balanced life, because I keep seeing examples all over the place of people that are so focused on hitting one goal or attaining this goal that the rest of their life gets out of balance. And they can't hold on to consistency, and they can't hold on to consistency because they go 24/7, 365. That lifestyle is not sustainable. And I'm not telling you cannot reach your goals, because you absolutely can. What I'm saying is, when you are sole focused on one area of your life, when you are sole focused on attaining one goal, then you lose balance in the rest of your life, and that's when things start feeling out of order. That's when things start feeling like they're not in alignment, right? That's where things feel like you are no longer serving what is with it again. Hope we can all hang on to this, and everything is not an issue. If it is, well, you won't be able to tell me if it's an issue, but give me some thumbs up, some likes, whatever. Let me know that you're there. It would mean a world to me. But I'm going to try and keep going, and I may need to jump out and restart again. And if that's the case, you'll find me on here. But anyhow, what I'm talking about is keeping balance. So write down what areas of your life are important to you. What areas? Is it personal education and growth? Is it, oh, thanks, there's the likes and the loves. Great, guys. Is it personal education and growth? Is it your spiritual life? Is it your relationships with your spouse? Your relationships with your children? Is it your home? Right? Is it your finances? Is it your goals at work and your career? Is it your social life? Is it your friends and your friend relationships? So we need to take a look and not only talk about goals in one area of our lives, but we need to have several different goals. And as you go through your week and start planning out your activities, take a look at your goals for all areas of your life. What is it you want to make sure that you sow into your family? I have been very guilty of focus so solely on work that I lost sight of spending time with my kids in the years and that they were growing up. Sometimes that was out of desire, sometimes that was out of need. And when it's out of need, you've got to be able to put food on the table. You got to keep a roof over people's heads, and I get that. But if it's out of desire because I'm just so focused on work and getting there, are you out of alignment? Because that's where other things in your life, your family relationships, your relationships with your spouse and your children, your social relationships, right? Your education and own personal growth, your spiritual life, that's where things start getting out of alignment. And you are not able to sustain it because these other things start pulling at you, start nagging at you, and you know you need to start sowing into those. Maybe it's your fitness, right? Yes, we can eat healthy. We can diet. We can create a healthy lifestyle in our eating. But is that still enough? Are we still doing enough for our fitness? So it's really what a happy life is one that stays in balance, one that stays consistent with all of the things that are important to you in your life, where you are sowing into all of those things that are important, all those things that are meaningful. So I ask you, as you go about your day, and then throughout the day, maybe throughout the next day, or next several days, start writing down and noticing what things are truly important to you. Where is it that if you were to lose it, everything would stop so you would get it back? Maybe it's a relationship with your spouse. Maybe it's your children. Maybe it's your spiritual connection. Maybe it's your finances. If it was wiped out, where would you be? Your home, your work, your career. If you lost your job, where would you be? Write all those things down that are so highly important to you that if you lost it, everything else would stop, because every one of those is where you need to be sowing into. And then once you identify them, what I want you to do is go back and ask yourself, what am I doing this week, this month, this week, today, to sow in to every one of them? Now, maybe it isn't that we can go work out at the gym every day. Maybe it's got to be a few days a week, right? Maybe it's that I can't sow into my spiritual life every single day. Well, maybe you can, and maybe you can't. Maybe you've got it in mind of thinking about going to church, participating in this, maybe it's spending time in prayer. Maybe it's sowing into your finances. What bills are you getting paid off? And maybe that's not something you have to look at every single day. But if you don't have to sow into it every single day, then I ask you to just prioritize it in your calendar for the week, what you're going to do. What I want you to do is, we're really talking about being able to motivate ourselves, is then, because we're able to look at every single day, we've got our week, our priorities in alignment, and we can figure out where we've got time to fill out in what we really need to emphasize. But we've carved out time for our spouse. We've carved out time for our children. We've carved out time to take care of things at home. We've carved out time to take care of our health, right? We've carved out time for those things that are important in our lives and our hearts, what is truly meaningful to us. Because life is sustainable when everything is in balance. Life is sustainable when you keep all of your priorities, all of the things that you are grateful for, that you're sowing into on a regular basis. They don't always take the same amount of time or the same amount of effort. What they take is the same amount of commitment. So I'm asking you also in that is, where are you compromising? Where are you compromising in your family? Where are you compromising in relationship with your spouse? When was the last time you had a date night? When was the last time that you made sure that you pushed something aside because that food isn't healthy for you, because that drink isn't healthy for you? When was the last time that you listen to a self-help video. Well, you're listening to these right now, right? But maybe to educate yourself too. When was the last time you sewed into yourself? When was this last time you did something that made you happy? And maybe it's all of those above. When was the last time that you worked on your yard? For those of us who are living farther up north in the United States, we're coming into winter. Our yards are going to be dormant. We need to sow in and take care of everything before it goes into winter. When was the last time you sowed into you? So keep those things in balance, keep those things in mind check, keep those things and sow into them on a regular basis. And you do that by scheduling them in your week, scheduling time, carving out effort every day. Maybe it's just making a note that I'm going to sow into my children today. I'm going to have date night with my wife tonight. I'm going out for dinner with my spouse. Maybe it's I'm going to call up this couple, these friends of ours, and we're going out to dinner together. Maybe it's I'm calling my parents, if your parents are still around, right? Maybe it's I'm going to the gym Monday, Wednesday, Friday, whatever days it is for you, Saturday. What days are you going to make sure that you schedule time for those things? Because when we forget them is when life gets out of balance, when we lose consistency, and that's when things start falling apart. So let's hold things together today. Let's truly focus in on what's important to you so we can take that why that we kick our tails and go after those work goals, those career goals, those monetary goals. And because we know we've taken care of all of those other things and we scheduled time for them, now we can focus in on attaining those goals that are important for us to sow in to our family and our finances and our goals and our careers. In our daily life, are you sowing into what's important to you? I hope this has been meaningful to you today. I hope this has been meaningful for you. I hope, despite the fact that I'm getting this internet issue showing up on my screen, that you've been able to hear every bit of this today. If you have, share it out. Share it out to your family. Share it out to your friends. Let them and me know it's as meaningful to you as it is to me. Keep your life in balance. Sow into yourself into your family, into your relationships, into the things that are important to you by writing them down and scheduling time for them every day. James Morton, thanks for joining us. If this is meaningful, we're here every single Monday through Friday at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find us here live or you can find us on replay. And if it's still difficult, then you can always go to chainbreakers365.com where you can find the library of videos there, or you can find us on YouTube at Chainbreakers365. Folks, I'm glad to have you here today. Glad you're sewing in. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the loves. We'll see you tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time, right here for Chainbreakers 365. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.